Hello. This is Ntegeka Bunyoro in the Diaspora. Thank you so much, all of you, for tuning in. And mwebale muno inywena abanyoro na abanyoro kati and friends of Bunyoro. Thank you so much for tuning in. Ntegeka Bunyoro in the Diaspora. Mutuganyire mukake. We are a bit late today, but we have, however, managed to be live, and I'm sure you have all been waiting anxiously. But we do apologize for the late start. Ninyowe Caroline Ajuna and the host Caroline Ajuna Kirukateni, the host of this amazing show, and Ntegeka Bunyoro, or the Voice of Bunyoro in the Diaspora, is supported by BKDA and Rise Up in Community Inclusion, and it is presented in two languages, that is English and Bunyoro being the language spoken by the people from Bunyoro. And for those of you who do not know where Bunyoro is, it's found in the western part of Uganda, and the language we speak there is Bunyoro. Therefore, that's why we will be doing this show in two languages, and my guest will definitely try her level best. She is the best Bunyoro, born here in the UK, but she does understand the language, but she may not be able to speak throughout the show in Bunyoro, because there are other people who have tuned in, her age mates, her workmates, her colleagues that do not know the language. Na habwekyo ninsaba abanyoro n'abanyoro kati and friends of Bunyoro mutuganire nti sheno ejja kuba mainly presented in English this time. Tutakatandikire ninyenda to send our sincere condolences and sympathies to those families who have lost their loved ones. We really still want to say sorry to the family of Mr. Wandera David, who passed on last week. Our sincere condolences and sympathies go to the family, and please, we keep them. You are with us in prayer, and we want to say that may the souls of the departed rest in peace. Without announcement or message, allow me to say we are going to play for you an amazing song from one of our own singers in Bunyoro, and I think it will be for Jalia. If it's not, then please forgive me, because my technical people are trying to get the music right, but I'm sure they will try to get you the best song to open this show. Mutyo muno abanyoro n'abanyoro kati and friends of Bunyoro who have tuned in, listen to this amazing song, and we'll be back right after the song. Mukanyumire muno, and see you then.
cannot be reached at the moment. Please try again later.
Jalia omuzini waito wa Bunyoro omurungi muno called Mr. DJ. That is our amazing song from one of our best singers in Bunyoro, and it is called Mr. DJ. Today I'm very privileged to have the guest in the studio today, and I will be asking her to introduce herself soon. By to welcome her omurujungu kandi kumutangira kuba her voice show media in the UK, her voice of Bunyoro in the diaspora. Melissa Ntegeka Amooti, thank you so much for accepting to be with us here on voice of diaspora in voice of Bunyoro in the diaspora. And I am very privileged to be hosting you tonight, and I am happy that when I called you, you were able to say, yes, I will be coming to voice of Bunyoro in the diaspora. Ninyenda obugambo buke obokugambiraho ba viewers baitu about the ones who have tuned in watching you tonight, so that they get to know you, and then we will be able to start the show after you have introduced yourself properly to them. Ochomuno Amooti bayobugambo buke obokugambira aba viewers baitu so that they can get to know you more.
In English?
Otafayo, any you can use English, whatever is easier for you. Please feel free. We are here, as I say to our viewers. The show will be in two languages, that is English and of course Bunyoro.
Yeah.
But I know you have your colleagues, your friends on the show, so you have to hear you speak.
Yes. Firstly, thank you so much for the opportunity. It's nice to be able to sort of reach out to a different audience than what I'm used to. My name is Melissa Ntegeka Amooti. My parents are both from Uganda, so I'm 100% Ugandan, Bunyoro. My mum is from Hoima and my dad is from Kisita, Masindi, so not too far apart. And yes, what else can I tell you? More about, I forgot the name.
Muhinda.
Yes, no, Muhinda. I know that there was another one that was Musita. I've learned that today. Musita Kati. So I've learned that today. So thank you,
because
Caroline.
Your dad is a Musita.
He's a Musita, yes.
Okay.
So yes, a bit more about myself. Really, I graduated from social sciences at the University of Kent, and now I work part-time in property as well as running my side business, which is personal training. I'm a personal trainer, and a fitness motivator is what I like to call myself. I own a female fitness brand called Elegance and Elevation. So that's pretty much where I'm at right now, and what I do.
Oh, amazing! So you did social sciences, you said?
Yes.
In Kent?
University of Kent, yeah.
Amazing. So you've told us about your background, your education, and you've told us about your family background. You're a Musita Kati, and your mother is a Muhinda Kati. Abahinda, Basita Basite. I don't know how the Basita say it, but Amooti Kisembo, your dad, will correct me if I'm wrong. But I just want you to tell our viewers about your business. Now that you've told us your education, a little background about your education, you haven't elaborated because I know you're thinking of probably telling us more of what you do, because now you started earning. Education is now behind.
No, education, I really did have a vision of working in the United Nations. So really and truly me being in this field that I'm in now wasn't something I foresaw. When I left university, I wanted to do something completely different from social sciences, but the vision was always to work in the United Nations. And that didn't happen for me. I found my love for property, and that's where I've found most of my jobs are aligned, and I enjoy it. And then I went ahead and sort of did my qualifications in training, and in becoming a personal trainer, because I had a love and a passion for fitness as well. So it wasn't new, but it was something that eventually I realised I could make a business from. And I enjoy doing it. I enjoy helping others and empowering others through fitness. So a bit more about the brand, actually. It originally started as just a fitness brand for men, women, whoever. But after sort of doing my fitness fest in Uganda, I realised that actually I align most with women. So I wanted the brand to be focused around women. So the brand essentially creates a safe space for women, and to empower them through fitness, educate them, and yeah, mostly empower, and most importantly create safe spaces, because it is a male-dominated space, isn't it? So I want to be able to make sure that women are in these safe spaces to be able to be trained, not only by myself but other female fitness trainers as well, and also just feel good about themselves. I know what it's like being a woman when you're being insecure about yourself, and so I wanted it to be a thing of creating a safe space, most importantly, and that they're in safe hands. Women are in safe hands, essentially.
Interesting. You have said you had always loved to work in the United Nations, but of course at the end of it you were not able to make it, but you never gave up. You still continued working hard. I know some of the youth or young people, when they are growing up and they have this vision, and then they fail to get what they have really wanted, they kind of get set back and get disappointed. How comes you are able to see something else very quickly and turn your mind and do something else?
To be honest, it wasn't. I say it like it sounds quick, but it wasn't. I really did hit a low point in my life where I felt like, for once, I don't actually know what I'm doing. I don't want a career. I don't think I'm a career person. Entrepreneurship is something I'm more interested in. So fitness isn't the only thing that I have. As of course, it's what I lead most in, and I am at the forefront of that. But there's so many other things that I'm interested in, like property and so on. So I just realised from that I don't want a career, and that was very hard for me to actually come to terms with, the fact that actually I'm at a crossroad in my life, and I actually don't know what I want to do. Growing up, you're always, in an African household, you're always told, university, and there's nothing wrong with education. I think if it's for you, it's great, but there's also some people where it's not for you, and that was a process for me. But luckily I have a supportive family, so I took a step back from work and just pursued my vision. It's not where I want it to be just yet, but it's heading in that direction. So I think you have to sit back and process it.
Amazing. It's good, as you said, you have a supporting family, and I think that's what happens to most of the young people. We as parents, because I'm a mother myself, you want your child to be a doctor, you want your child to be a lawyer, I'm sure your mom and dad were happy that you are heading, you are thinking of working in the United Nations, and they must have been very disappointed when you didn't make it. But at least they were able to support you, which is very interesting. And this is what we want our parents out there to do, the same, especially in this country.
Absolutely. And
now that brings me to why then, of course you've told us you are interested in property, you did a little bit of property. Are you still doing the property?
I am. So I've worked from estate agents to property investments, and now I'm in property analysis. So they're all within the same field, but they've been just different spectrums of property, and how far they've all been different areas of business of property. So I still work part-time in property. It's something that I still have a huge interest in, and as an end goal would love to be able to go into property investing for sure. All
right, so you're doing part-time property, and now you do your own personal business.
Yes.
So why did you decide elegance in elevation? I've tried to understand what it is. I went into the dictionary to read these two words and connect them, but I really totally failed to do so. So why this name, and why did you decide to call it elegancy in
Elegance and elevation. I know it's a tongue twister, but once you get it, it flows.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Funny enough, I originally started it as, I'm a tall woman. I'm 5'10", and I like wearing heels. And I found that there was no shop that provided high heels for tall women. They were small heels and just not cute. So I originally started a blog, which was around footwear and heels, and it was called Elegance in Elevation, and it was all about feeling beautiful, just even the name, you feel like you're elevating. But if you notice as well, my logo is a butterfly, and half of the butterfly isn't completed. So fitness is about transformation. It's about transforming into your best self. So you're elevating and transforming into your best self. And that name just resonated with me. I didn't think I would use it for fitness, but it just stuck with me for so long. But that's where it originally came from. And it's something that just came naturally to me. But it just holds so much power in terms, especially for women. It holds a lot of power in terms of, you know, we elevate and we grow into our best selves. And if we feel our best, we look our best, you know. So elevating and elevating and elegantly doing it. Sorry, yeah.
So what do you basically do? You're talking about feeling good. Is it something someone may think? Is it something to do with what do they call this? Where you go and talk to people, or is it? I don't know how. I've forgotten what they call it.
Yeah.
So what do you basically do in this company? Can you tell our viewers, because they really want to know? And the reason why you're here, we want to make sure people know you.
Yeah.
We have our own in this industry.
Absolutely.
And let's go for her and support her and do our best to do that. She gets where she wants. She wasn't able to make it in the United Nations, but she will make it in this other field.
Yeah.
So tell our viewers what exactly you do.
So with fitness, to be honest with you, I think with the fitness side, it's more so my passion. It's something I've been doing since I was 18. Growing up, I wasn't the most confident about myself, about how I looked. So I wasn't the most confident about how I felt. So for me, when I did start going to the gym, I realized how good I felt. How I looked was a bonus, and finally feeling confident to wear clothes that I never thought I would wear, or outfits that I never thought just as a young woman. So I want to be able to share that with everybody else by sharing and educating and sharing knowledge around fitness. You know, especially for women, our bodies go through the most amount of changes, from childbirth to, you know, puberty to growing, all of that. So it's important for me to be able to actually say to another fellow woman, it's okay, and I'll be able to support and guide you through, because I have the knowledge. I'm here to support you through fitness. And actually fitness is, as we all know, it makes you feel good. And also a lot of women are scared of weights as well. So I use weights in my fitness regime. I feel strong, you know. So that's another element of it, so fitness and well-being.
Did you train to do this fitness? Did you go to a certain university or to some college to make sure you get this knowledge?
Absolutely.
Or you had to read many books?
Absolutely. I'm still reading books even to this day, but I had to, I absolutely did, because I realized it was a growing interest. Yeah. People would see that I implement it in my lifestyle, and it was a growing interest. So I just felt like I would be of better service if I was qualified as a personal trainer, as opposed to just being a fitness enthusiast. There's a science behind why our bodies work the way they do, especially, like I said, for women. You know, after childbirth, a woman can't just go ahead, and not all women can go ahead and just train, you know, like everybody else. There may have to be some developing stages, some strengthening stages. So there's a science behind it. So 100%, I had to make sure that I study it and I understand it.
All right. So my technical team have asked me that it's better before, because it will involve a lot of explaining for our viewers, and some people are not very good with taking in knowledge. They are better off when they see things in visual, in something. So we're going to play for them a video that you have done. You've recorded while doing your work. Then probably our viewers will be able to pick up from what you have just explained to us as a professional, trained fitness
personal trainer.
Sorry, so many qualifications. So they will get to see the video and put together what you've just said
Absolutely.
to us. Our viewers, Abanyoro and Abanyoro Katan, friends of Bunyoro, we are going to show you Melissa's video while she's doing her thing that she does best, and you will kind of connect what she's been explaining to us with the video. Mukanyumere, enjoy the video right now. See you then. So that is Melissa's video why she's doing what she does best, and I hope you have seen the kind of work she's doing. And just that takes me to my next conversation with Melissa, and I just want you to tell our viewers about your personal. Oh, you've read it. I know you've said you have a business here.
Yes.
And you have set up something in Uganda as well.
Yes.
Although you haven't mentioned it, but I kind of been
Absolutely.
following you up and reading all that you do, because I was very much interested to invite you on this show, so I had to really follow you up or even stalk you and say, where is she now? So I know you've done something in Uganda.
Yeah.
Can you tell our viewers what you as a personal trainer in the UK, and then having gone and transferred those skills in Africa, how it has been, how you have experienced the two worlds, the world here and the world in Africa?
I do like that question. It's an interesting one, because what you just saw there actually was the Fitness Fest. So that was the first festival that we had put together for Elegance and Elevation. I always had this vision that I would have women in a room, and it's the energy is just infectious from fitness. Like I said, that they're feeling good, the energy is great, and that's exactly what happened on the day. I envisioned it. I didn't think it would be in Uganda, but I literally had like 5 weeks to plan it, and I went ahead and I just went with my gut feeling, and I said, now is the time for me to do it. Just do it. So I went ahead and I planned it. Within 5 weeks, I connected with other female fitness trainers, and having had that conversation actually with them, I realized that the narratives are very different in our world. Our worlds are very different. So in the UK, you can have a lot more female fitness trainers. It's not, I don't think abnormal is the word, but it's not unusual to see a woman in the weight section if she wanted to. It's a bit more liberal, But when you go to a place like Uganda, you know, women are so fixated, maybe more on the idea, they're not receiving the right knowledge. You also have a Muslim community who can't be sharing the same space as men, so where can they go in terms of their fitness? You have women who want to train, but the only people that are available to train them are men, and they may not feel comfortable with that. So where does she get to have a safe space in the gym? Because gym is for everybody, you know, working out, health and wellness is for everyone. We are all responsible for taking care of our health. So the worlds were different, and speaking to those amazing trainers, they're trainers as well themselves out there, and I had to search for them. It made me realize that there's a huge space in Uganda, and it's needed, and there's a demand for it. So I want to continue growing the brand out in Uganda. I don't want to forget about Uganda, because 1, I love it, 2, it's my home, and 3, you know, I'll be giving something back through something that I love, through educating and training women correctly, safely and properly, you know. So I mean, they are different. I also have
I sell gym products as well.
Yeah.
So that's another thing that I noticed was different. We're very used to being on our phones and ordering online here, but in Uganda I found that that's not necessarily the same. You know, I have to, the way in which I do my orders and process my orders is completely different to how I process my orders here in the UK. So, you know, Uganda will eventually catch up, or if not, they're already on their way, to be honest with you. So yeah, so I'm just having to move at Uganda's pace.
Yeah.
So sometimes I come back here and I'm like, it's so much more easier here. Someone orders online for a product and I just process it through Royal Mail and it's fine, it goes to their address. But in Uganda I have to arrange a border, you know. So it's different. So that's where it differs, I would say, in terms of having to manage it, and I think having to have the patience as well to learn the pace at which it's moving.
That was going to be my next question, because I know most young people, when they go to Uganda or they go to Africa, they get frustrated with the speed, the way things are done. So for you, are you not? Are you not being frustrated when you go up there? Because I know people take long to answer calls, things move slowly, there's a lot of traffic, moving from one place to the other is almost next to impossible. So I know the young people born in developed countries get a little bit frustrated and they end up returning. So how has it been with you?
So one thing is, my dad did prepare me. He's another person who inspired me really to make me realize that business is more than possible. Like, it's in my bloodline to want to do it, and I should do it. So he is a number one supporter of just running your own business, especially if you have a skill. So he did prepare me. He said, one thing you have to be prepared for, and I'm what I call a driver. When I set my mind on something, I need it done and I need to do it now. I'm a planner. So I just decided to take my foot off the gas, like just accept Uganda for what it is, which is it is what it is, I would say, and you just have to adapt. I think that's the word I'm trying to find. You have to be adaptable. I was in Uganda for about 2 months. Traffic, I will never get my head around it. It genuinely frustrates me that I will never get my head around. But I think for the most part, I think you have to be adaptable, especially with business. You have to be able to work with how things work and see where you can add value. But for the most part, getting frustrated, you know, there's no point. There's no point. You have to be patient with the process, be willing to learn and be adaptable.
Actually, I think Uganda has helped you a lot being there, because I saw you here. You were very patient with us. You were very calm. And I was thinking, gosh, Melissa is about to run out of this building. But that has helped you. And I think, as you're saying, you just need to take it easy. And this is what the young generation has got to know, to learn, to be patient, to take it easy, to adopt when you're going into. And I thank Amooti Kisembo. I want to tell the viewers who your dad is, Amooti Kisembo. Thank you so much for doing this work, for mentoring Melissa and make her prepared for the next chapter in Uganda. So I will say that was going to be my next question. Actually, you're answering questions ahead of time. I was going to ask you, who motivated you to start this business? Because many young people just after school, of course, you've already told us your story, which almost made me feel bad. I wanted to cry because you wanted to go to United Nations. You never made it. But you were able to come around to be in terms with what happened, and you started your business. So my next question was, who motivates you? And of course, you've already told us one of the persons is your dad. Is there any other person?
I would also say, I think my parents speak a lot of life into me. You know, they speak, you know, we have round table conversations. We're such an open, immediate family, as in the household. My sister, my brother, my mom, my dad, you know, we have open table conversations. So I feel like, you know, they can encourage me where I feel like I want to give up. My brother is someone who I consider a friend. So anytime I'm like, oh, and we find ourselves in the same boat, because he's also someone with a skill. So, and venturing out into that as a business. So I think as a whole, my family as a whole, but I think also seeing my dad having ventured out into business. And also, like I said, I was inspired from even, what year was I in? Year 10, I was 15, and I met an entrepreneur. And I was like, one day I want to be an entrepreneur. Like I was really inspired by the fact that he was an entrepreneur. And I remember coming home and talking to my parents about it. And of course, yes, like you said, most parents want you to have graduated in law and become a doctor. But for me, I just realized that career isn't something I want to do. It was my personal choice, and my parents supported that. And I think that inspires me continuously to not give up, because they speak life into me every single chance that they get.
Amazing. That is what Melissa, Bunyoro na Bunyoro Kati, you have had Melissa tell us. The parents speak life. I like that. Parents speak life into her. The parents have really encouraged her. So Bunyoro na Bunyoro Kati and friends of Bunyoro who are out there, and you're thinking your child must be a doctor, engineer, no business, please speak life into their lives, just as Melissa has told us today. And she has told us that the brother is a friend, an inspiration too, because he's a business guy too. He loves doing things. And with that, we are going to go for a break, and we're going to play for you Melissa's brother's song, because he's a Bunyoro. They have a boy band here in the UK. Bunyoro hai muija kuhura tugenda kubaletera abojo ba Bunyoro baje batere music Bunyoro ko mubahurole. So we are going to bring for you a boy band in the UK, based in the UK, in our break, so that you know where the family is. Family line, business in blood, business in line, musicians, personal trainers, I don't know what else. What else do you? Which other
property,
business? Property,
entrepreneurship. We have it all.
Everything. So let's please let's enjoy this amazing song from Record Heads. Record Heads, and we'll come back after the break. Mutyo muto mnyimiraka zinako.
Yeah. Cause I never hit you rubber. Yeah. Listen. As we proceed to give you what you need, it's REC, KO, show. Hey, yo, Ty.
Yeah, baby, can't you tell? I'm faded off for something different. Don't even know you well. This interaction's based off persistence. Yeah. I've been drinking something good. When I came through, girl, I brought the hood. I'm a good youth now, but if I could, I would switch my game and give you words. The way you're sending me pleasure. The way you always been moving. Made me wanna give it the pressure. To the early morning. And when the song done, I make run for your number. Cause you got a nice pretty face and a bumper. Please excuse my moves when we're in the center. Cause baby girl, when I enter the party, I'm feeling your body, I'm wanting your shot, straight vibes, we get naughty. I just can't take it loose. Me and my niggas be in the room, yeah. Take few shots, we get stupid. I just came to get you.
Yeah, I said I'm looking for that alright chick with that alright back. You're in a rush, I know you don't want to chat. Just give me a second, let me follow you on Snapchat or the Instagram or the number for WhatsApp. You should get a room full of everything you want. Got people staring at your back when you're walking at the front. Dogs do a little stance just before they get the food. So I know when they see you, all they wanna do is hunter. Hey little dandelion, I swear I'll never treat you wrong and this is love and dying. I'm telling you none of these little boys and me are equal because they quit too much and I'm always ready cause I'm trying like I'm daddy daycare. Always hearing stories they can never say where. Forever on your phone shit, you better take care. Of course I'll never hit you, rather smoke and make fair. You said you want me, I tell her say sweats. Tight dress on, you know I wanna hit that. I wanna make you moan, baby, let me get that. Sipping on that Patron, let me see you sip that. Leave the skinny alone, I just wanna big that.
Party, I'm feeling your body, I'm wanting your shot, straight vibes, we get naughty. I just came to get loose. Me and my niggas be in the room, yeah. Take few shots, we get stupid. I just came to get you rest. You're my type, no lie. We just out here catching vibes, y'all. Do you mind if I get a little closer? Vibes all night. Cause your body feels so right. Yeah. Savage with it. Girl, you're real savage with it. The way you twist and twirl makes me go insane. I wanna go running. don't play no games. Yeah. When I enter the party, I'm feeling your body. I'm wanting your shawty. Straight vibes, we get naughty. I just came to get loose. Me and my niggas be in the room. Take few shots, we get stupid. I just came to get ruthless. We unruly. Oh, no, 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 no.
Roll with a vibe.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, listen.
Cause you fucking with the RBC.
Baby,
Fucking with the RBC, yeah. Fucking with the RBC.
Yeah. It's R-E-C-K-O, come on.
Shout out Elevate, making this paper. Yeah.
Thank you. That was a song by Record Heads. That one of the singers is Melissa's brother, as she already shared with us. Melissa's brother is a friend, someone who motivates her to do what she does. And we thought here at Voice of Bunyoro in the Diaspora that we could give Melissa a surprise and play this amazing song by his brother and his boy band group. And Kobumbagambire Nywena, these are Bunyoro best UK band boy. They are born here, but they sing very, very beautiful voices. So one time, one day, we hope to host them here too. Kobulikiro Ninyenda, I'm going to recognize the people who are on the show. I'm going to read out your names and probably look into the chat and see the questions that you've given us or you've given Melissa, and she might be able to answer a few of them. Some of the questions, I'm unable to access them on my mobile because I'm using my mobile, which is very bad. So I don't know how I'm going to do it. I know people will complain. I haven't read their questions. I haven't read their names, and yet they have answered. Amooti, Jole, Masebo, thank you so much for tuning in. We are happy to see you on the show today. Fred Kisembo Amooti, oh Dad, thank you so much for tuning in. And Melissa is excited that you're online. Samuel Kakembo, thank you so much for tuning in. Anit Kabanyoro, Nyamaizi Tibagwa, sorry, I have to go to the computer now, to my laptop to see everyone. Joy Isaac, thank you so much for tuning in. And there is Israel Mole, inspiration watching and listening to your journey. Thank you so much for that comment, and I'm sure Melissa will be happy to hear this. And I want to see Jole Masebo, and the auntie is Mrs. Malay. Mrs. Malay Jennifer, thank you so much for tuning in and supporting your daughter today, and we are glad to see you all on live today. And we hope, and Melissa is trying to look at the chart. She's very excited.
Well. I just want to say thank you.
She's very excited. Yeah. I can't believe because I can understand because she's saying, "Oh, Dad, Mom, where is Mom? Mom is not commenting. I don't know why, but I will look for her." And sorry, guys, I will be looking for all the people who Nyunyuzi Tibagwa, that Whitney Houston song was literally talking about this young lady. Oh, that is so nice. She's saying, oh, thank you for that comment. You will, of course, Mrs. Kesa Nababi, I don't know, sorry for Nanambi, yeah. Such an amazing lady, beautiful and brains, well done, love. Nyunyuzi Tibagwa, that's my family, still Nyunyuzi, and Daisy Biaruhanga, health and fitness is worldwide, well done. Melissa, please think of Bunyoro as your next destination. I was going to ask you that question, and Amooti has already taken it over. I was going to ask you, where is your business in Uganda? Is it in Kampala? Is it in Hoima? Is it in Arua? So this was going to be my next question, but Amooti, you'll probably answer her question after I've seen other people's comments. I am rolling down to the other people. Elegance in elevation. Well done. I have been following your work for a long time. That is Nora Kangwe. Nora. Karawaji. Kabalega 7 Ruboga. Watching from Hoima.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. So Melissa is happy to see all of people from Hoima watching as well. Jackson Mpaji. Jenkins Mpaji. You know Mpaji?
Yes.
Naiga Chivuka. Well done. Thank you for tuning in. Well done, girl. Proud. So proud of you. Nora, wow. Nora said, wow, so powerful, elegance in elevation. Amazing. Daisy, young people need to think outside the box, create wealth and healthy.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Amot Daisy, for that comment. And Melissa is in agreement with you, definitely. Caroline Virunji, this is Mrs. Karuhanga. This time I didn't know that she was the one, but now I got to understand that this is actually Mrs. Karuhanga. Atenyi, thank you so much for tuning in. And Jennifer Malay. So ladies, Mom is here. Judith Bigira, Mel, you are Omufumambogo, not Omusita.
Blame Caroline. She's telling you off air.
Sorry about that. Melissa, you should know you're Omufumambogo.
She told me something new and I went with it.
No, you told me, Melissa, you told me your dad is a Musita because he comes from Chisita.
She whispered off air.
Anyway, thank you, Mom, for correcting us. Melissa is a Mufumambogo, not a Musita. So from today, you know it. You've learned something new.
Yes. And for those who don't know, it's a buffalo.
A buffalo.
Yeah. Buffalo,
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Clan, yes.
So I know someone would have corrected me, but thank God he's not online. Your uncle would have corrected me. Uncle who? I forgot the name. So those are the people who have so far commented in the chat. I haven't seen any question, but as the questions come in, I will be reading them. I cannot see any question, although my team here is telling me there are some questions here. What's the contrast between young Uganda and UK for a younger person like you who is at the crossroad like you was before you started following your dream? That is a question for you.
Okay.
Hope you'll be able to note that.
So what's the contrast between Uganda and UK for a younger person who is at the crossroad? Like you were, like I was before, and started following your dream. Okay,
Yeah.
Got you.
And then, well, following, that's one question. I'm not seeing any other question. So Katuramu, where to go, Melissa? You are my hero. I need this personal trainer.
Oh.
Someone, you've already got business.
Yes, yes.
Health and that's, I read that already.
Yes.
Samuel Chitone is asking, what is your next project? That was our next you're running out of time, questions. You're taking over our questions, Mr. Kitone. But Melissa can answer that question as we go along.
Yeah.
So just tell us the contrast between someone, you read it.
Yeah, so I think the question was, what's the contrast between being okay, I felt like there were two questions there. It was sorry.
Okay.
I think you're right clicking, yeah.
Sorry guys, we are looking at this question.
Just one more time. Yeah. What's the contrast between Uganda and UK for a younger person? I'll answer that in two halves. So like I said, the contrast, I think here we're very comfortable. It's a very comfortable life. You know, we're used to how things work. There is a system. But in Uganda, it's completely different, especially for us who are used to organized, you know, way of how things work. You know, there's a system already in place. So I think in Uganda, you just, like I said before, you just have to be adaptable. But what would I say to someone who is at a crossroad like I was before? Go through it. There's no other way other than you can't go around it. Like go through the process of how you're feeling, talk to somebody, talk to people, and allow yourself to be more exposed, because you never know what comes back. If someone had said to me when I was 18 that I would be a personal trainer, I would have told you there's no way that I was going to go ahead and be a personal trainer. So you just never know what may come your way. I definitely think that it's important to just allow yourself to go through the process. You're going to grow through it anyway.
Okay, amazing. Amazing. Edward Nyakana is Abarongo Nawaroho. That is Edward Nyakana all the way from Belgium.
Oh, wow.
And so he's tuned in as well. Thank you so much, Mr. Nyakana. I didn't know that you is Isabarongo. I have come to know now, and from today I will be calling you Isabarongo. So I am going to leave the chat for now, and we concentrate on Melissa, because today is your day. As I was asking, you've already said a little bit about who motivated you.
Yeah.
But I also want you to talk more about how you get the drive, how you got the drive to start a business.
Yeah.
Because it's something very unique. You have got to have this drive. A young person decides to do a part-time job in the UK, moreover in property,
Yeah.
and say, listen, I'm going to go for a business.
Yeah.
So what drives you?
I like money. I like money. I like success. I love the idea of financial freedom. And when I think about my life, you know, I that's the success I want for myself. So that motivates me every single day to get up and give it my best shot. Yeah, and I think also coming to the realization that career just wasn't for me. As much as I went to university and I studied and I had all these hopes and dreams of going into a career, it just wasn't for me when I became more exposed to the opportunities of business, for sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Melissa has told us what drives her is she loves money. So if anyone is there and you love money, this is the lady to come to. She loves money. And then of course when she realized she couldn't do career, like go into wherever she wanted to go, because I think her dream was, I have to work in United Nations.
Yeah.
If I don't work in United Nations, I'm done.
Yeah.
I've failed. But thank God she was able to pick herself up, got into property part-time, started a personal business, and she has told us the main things that drove, main thing was money, and of course realizing that she couldn't do professionalism anymore. I mean, not like personal training, but if you know, white collar job, they call it, white collar job. So you couldn't do any more white collar job, you decided to go. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So what is your next project, big project? Because our main reason why I'm asking you this question is the reason why we set up the Voice of Bunyoro in the Diaspora, just to explain a little bit about ourselves, is we want to encourage and motivate young people like you. If we see a talent and is our own, Bunyoro, in the UK or in Europe, wherever, we say, why can we not bring them up, bring them on the show? People get to know their businesses and support them. And in a way, they are motivated to do work better, because now you become our star. Everyone will be looking at you and saying, Melissa is a Bunyoro personal trainer.
Yeah.
So we want to know what is your next project. Probably we can support you in doing this next project. If it is online, we are here to give the support. If it is physical, we are there to come. And I know our people watching, they will be there to support you.
Absolutely. So my next big project, I've got two actually. So one of them is with immediate effect at the end of this month. I've been working on an additional product. So I already sell resistance bands, which are workout equipment that people can use at home. So the next one is sweatbands for women. So our hair is something that's really important to us whilst we're working out for a lot of women. So I wanted to create and design a product. It was from my own personal experience of not being able to find something that was for my hair type, especially being a black woman as well. So it's for women, but predominantly I feel like it would be more beneficial for women of colour and with afro hair, curly hair. So it's a sweatband that will soak up your sweat as well as protect your edges. As we all know, once your edges are dried up from sweat, it can break your hair. So I'm designing that. That's my next big project at the end of this month. And then of course, as you see, the Fit Vest, I want to be able to continue to expand the Fit Vest and I'm looking to work with brands, brand partnership and investors as well to sort of help grow this. We had a turnout of 60 women and I didn't expect 60 women. We sold out and I had to make additional space for 10 more women. So I can only imagine to what lengths we can take the Fit Best with sharing knowledge, with empowering more female fitness trainers in Uganda and creating a safe space as well for women in Uganda within fitness. So those are probably the most immediate projects that I'm working on at the moment. So I really do hope that at the end of this month that you will be investing in a sweatband for yourselves, and it's also designed to match with all types of outfits as well. I didn't want it to be boring. So yeah, so that's coming out at the end of the month. So I look forward to releasing that and launching that. And yeah.
Amazing. So you've had, all of you have had Melissa's next project, and please do support her. Yeah. I'm sure you'll be showing us, or you'll be telling us about where people can find you, how they can access your products, and for those who want to buy all those waistbands, resistant bands, I don't know what they are, but next time probably you'll come with something to show our viewers and listeners what you're talking about. Next time, of course, we're going to invite you again if you accept to come back.
I'll be back.
So we, of course, we will definitely support you. So what is your greatest fear as a young growing lady with big ambitions and dreams and wanting to be a business a tycoon? Ababefwekera, the rich. What is your greatest fear?
I thought that was a really, really, really good question, and I had to think about that. And I could give a politically correct answer, but I feel like be honest and open. I do feel like growing older as a woman, I think there's being a woman at a certain age and choosing to go down the business route. There are some sacrifices that you have to make, and I think being alone in the project, like I am taking on a space which is, like I said before, more male dominant, and in a space like Uganda that can be quite scary because you want people to respect you for what you do, and sometimes I think some people may try to take advantage of that, so sometimes that can be scary. So I'm having to really be bold to go out and face that as a fear. And as well, like I said, being a woman at a certain age, and you're either choosing to, the social construction is to now settle down at a specific age, but then you are choosing business, and that in itself, it deviates a little bit from the social construction. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it can be difficult. So yeah, so I'll probably say some of those are like my own fears, and I'm sure I'm not the only female who probably feels like that. When you've made a choice, you're making some sacrifices. So making those sacrifices, I pray that in the long term, they are all worth it. But yeah, I feel like that, honestly speaking, for a lot of women at my age, is probably something that will creep up at the forefront of your mind. And being a black woman as well in this industry and doing it in the UK, so yeah, I wanted to share that authentically because I think we can talk about it and I can sit here and give you a really cool answer, but the truth is I would say I wouldn't be the only person that feels like that, and and I think that it's okay to feel that, and I'm on a journey, and I'm navigating through that as well, and figuring out.
So that fear, when you get it, how do you come out of it? Those fears, I know you've told them, have I made the right choice? Have I not? And then you get back, other people go back in their small cocoon and start thinking, gosh, I must have made the worst mistake of my life. So how do you overcome?
I think not taking a risk is a even bigger risk in life. If you don't take the risk, you always have that thing within you that just is like a burning thing, and you've not been able to explore it. I think is the worst thing that you can do. And also prayer, really, for me, like I'm reminded of my journey is different from you, from anybody else. Like we're all different, so my purpose, it fulfills me to do what I do. I'm so fulfilled in what I do. So for me, it's a reminder that yes, I may fall off track and have those emotions and feel like, am I on the right path? Am I doing the right thing? I may question myself, but then I come back to faith and I realize that I'm on a journey and I made the decision to go on this journey and it fulfills me. So surely I'm on the right path.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well done. That's an amazing answer.
Yeah.
So the next thing I wanted to ask you, are there any challenges that you face in this business, the personal training business, basically, because this is our focus today?
Yeah.
What are the challenges you're facing in this business as we come to the end of the show?
I think everything. I'm everything in the business. So I'm the marketeer, I'm the person that comes up with the ideas. So I'm having to learn again through the process. So that can be challenging because sometimes, like I said, you do question. You're questioning, am I doing the right thing? Have I gone to the right people? Have I had the right conversations? So I think those are the challenges, that you are everything within the business, but one day it won't be like that, and it's good for me to learn and throw myself in the deep end and fall and get back up every time, because it will eventually materialize.
Yes.
So I think sometimes it's just that element of questioning yourself. I wouldn't say, again, personally for me, I've not had to worry about being in the gym fitness space. I think changing the narrative, I think that as well in Uganda, I think having to change the narrative and work with getting people to understand that it's not just men who are in this space, it's women. So yeah.
Amazing. So we are going to be coming to the end of the show.
Yeah.
I know we have had a very late start, and I'm sure our people are anxiously now wanting to go to bed because tomorrow is working day.
Yeah.
I just want to go through if there's any questions that is burning. If there's nothing, I need to lose some weight. I need to lose some weight. I don't know whether that is a question or it is a statement,
I think,
but that is Diana Kemirembe. Thank you so much for tuning in. I just want to make sure that Melissa's questions are read out. If there's anything that I have missed out, please forgive me. But as I said, we have to come toward the end of this show. Melissa tomorrow is going to work, I bet.
6 a.m.
6 a.m. And,
Yes.
and everyone on the chat will be wanting to go to bed.
Yeah.
People in Uganda, it's late.
Yes,
So I just want you to have some advice, to say some good advice. Tell our good young people good advice, what they should do, how they should handle themselves, and when things fall apart, what they should do. Basically, advise the young, your age, and those above you.
Yeah. I would say if you have this niggling feeling inside of you and you are calculating your risks, i.e., I'm still at home, so on and so forth, go out and give it a go. Like I said before, the biggest risk is not taking a risk. If you go all throughout life never knowing how something is going to pan out for you, you will always have that within you. So just do it. You will fall, but get back up.
Yep.
And it's in anything. And I know it's cliche, but it's just that simple. You have to start. Do your research about anything that you're interested in. Speak to the right people. Be sitting in the right circles. Be having the right conversations with the right people, and be inspired. What's your daily practice as well? How do you wake up in the morning? For me, it's prayer, it's meditation, it's all of those things. So how do you wake up in the morning? How do you plan out your day? Those are all your parts of your daily practices, and those should help with aligning you with what your ultimate goal is in the end. So do it, go for it, feel the fear and do it anyway. And yes, and lastly, where to find me, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, because I know I had some people who are asking about, fitness. I do have a website, which is www.eleganceinelevation.co.uk. That's eleganceinelevation.co.uk. I am on Instagram, where we share our workout videos, we share tips, we share our transformation. We're building a community. due to start some live workouts, and you'll be able to find a lot of our products on there. And that's Elegance in Elevation Fitness. We're also on Facebook, Elegance in Elevation Fitness. And I also have an Instagram as well, Melly_NX. That's MELLY_NX. And that I'm always posting videos and just sharing, different aspects of life as well. You'll find my parents are on there as well. We've gone through a journey, so you can also find me on there. So you can email me, you can check out our videos, you can go on our website and find our products there as well. So I hope that has and this is another thing as well, sorry, just to end on this.
No, that's fine.
This year I'm really focusing on impact. That's my key word. I want to know that I've impacted someone somehow. So if you felt like you were inspired by this in some way, shape or form, or you have a question, do feel free to just reach out. I would love to know, because that's my mission this year. So yeah.
Amazing. So Nora has helped us in the chat, or she has helped
thank you. Thank you,
She
Nora.
has put through all your what you are telling them about how people to get to your contacts, your website and everything. So everyone who is on the chat and would like to have a personal word with Melissa, our guest tonight, can go into our chat, or you can replay our video and get all the details, contact details for Melissa, and you can get in touch with her. She will be able to support you on your journey. She will be able to support you on your journey on losing weight. I know Kamirembe has said she wants to lose weight. She's all the way. I know she's one of our regulars here, viewers.
Amazing.
She's in the US. So
Fantastic.
she will get in touch with you definitely and be able to work out a product or something for her so she can lose weight. And with those last words that Melissa has just there is things that are happening now. Sorry, I have to say we have to go off air. If there is any questions that hasn't been read in the chat by me, I would apologize, and I will say to Melissa to go back in the chat, read those questions, answer people, because people really wanted to hear from you. But as I said, I had issues with my computer. I couldn't read out everything, and we're coming to the end.
You want to hear me speak with you?
There's two questions.
Okay.
One of them is from your mom. She wants to hear you speak a few words of Bunyoro.
Oh, mom.
And your auntie Stella Mirugu from Kenya. She says you should consider going to Kenya.
Absolutely.
They are more open-minded.
Oh wow, thank you so much for that, Stella. With regards to women in Kenya being more open-minded, we are hoping to expand out to East Africa, more so. So definitely, I would love to if you have some insight, connect for sure. That would be great. And yeah, I think.
So they said Bunyoro. As
Mom.
I said, mom or no mom has said she wants you to speak Bunyoro.
She don't want me to put her to shame. She wants people to know. She taught me well.
So how can you start speaking? Okay, tubaze mbozi haba abantu last word in Bunyoro. Gambira abantu your last words in Bunyoro. Rewind.
I'm more fluent in greeting, but I'm if
your
this,
mom.
If
your
this
mom
goes off, we know. Blame mum. Okay. Oh, you're gonna have to assist me here, Caroline. You're gonna have to assist me.
Your mom will have to pay me for assisting you.
Absolutely.
Okay.
We. What did you say?
Your last word. Bazaye ebigambo ebikusembayo abakuhuliriza tonight. Basobole kumanya nkobara kutunga. If barani benda obayambe kukendeera nanyo Bunyoro ndemererero. Baitu bazaye ebigambo last word ekigambo ekikusembayo.
Mwebale muno. Kutuninga in. Nkusima Caroline na JJ na Sam Kundeta Hanu. Is that right? Kundeta
Yes,
Hanu.
yeah. Doing well, Melissa. Doing well.
Murare kurungi.
Mumuhuliro Omunyoro kati Melissa omufumba mbogo abaliza Olunyoro atusiimire itwena kuba kuija kuba hamu nawe hano n'okumuhuliriza niwagamba kuhuliriza hearing or listening kuhuliriza n'okukurora n'obaza her voice of Bunyoro in the diaspora.
Yes.
Bazamu?
Oh, I have to repeat what you just said. Oh no. Musibe kurungi. Murale kurungi. That was it. Yes, murale kurungi.
Wow, Melissa, Amooti, Mrs. Kisembo Bigirwa, na Amooti Kisembo Fred David. Thank you so much for teaching Melissa ebigambo ebyabalizo mu Lunyoro. Melissa ajja kubaza Olunyoro taikabaire habwokuba manyira abanyoro bagenda kutandika kusomesa abanyoro abaana bayisikia bali hano n'abaana b'obwojo basole kubaza Olunyoro kurungi. I'm sure friends of Melissa who have never heard her speak Lunyoro have heard her today speak Lunyoro. She has basically said thank you so much for all of you who have tuned in. She has thanked the team of Voice of Bunyoro in the diaspora for having made this show a success. Yes. Although we started late, but she has appreciated us. She has also thanked Caroline, who has hosted her Voice of Bunyoro in the diaspora. Yeah. Kandi yasima na mama na mzei David Amooti Kisembo abamwegeseza Olunyoro who have been inspiring her to be who she is today. Yeah. In brief, that's what Melissa was saying in Lunyoro. She has been put to task by mother, yeah. And we had to do what mother said. So I'm sure mother is happy. And with those last words from Melissa, I want to say thank you so much, Abanyoro na Abanyoro Kati, our friends ba Bunyoro. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for supporting Melissa. And as I said, we are here, the Voice of Bunyoro in the diaspora. We are here to inspire the young generation of Bunyoro. So if there is any parent out there and knows that their child or their children are doing amazing work that we are not aware about, please bring them over here at the Voice of Bunyoro. We will give them the platform to speak to the rest of the world. We want people to know that Bunyoro are out there doing what they do best. Yes. Just like Kabalega was a great man, we are building up the right generation. We have people like Melissa. She's a personal trainer. We are going to start having exercise, having fitness, doing our health, as she is going to be leading us in this world, in this journey. Yeah. So please continue to support her. And we here at the Voice of Bunyoro in the diaspora will do our best to continue following up Melissa, and we will bring her back on the channel to make sure that she tells us what she has done. She has promised us her 2 main projects, yeah. And we want to bring her on when she's launching these products so that you know we are following up our young generation. Allow me to say we are going off air, but we are going to leave you again with an amazing song by Record Heads. As I said, these are young boys, Bunyoro, who have created a boy band in the UK. They are very good musicians, and one of them is Melissa's brother, and he is among the lead singers. And we're going to leave you with this amazing song. Come back, we will be back on air next week, 6:30, hopefully. Maybe 7, who knows? But we'll be back again with another amazing guest. And please do tune in as Nkabulikiro Obungamba. Please follow government regulations because COVID-19 is real, and please take care of yourself. I wish you a very blessed week ahead of us. It's Galendi Caroline Ajuna Kibuka Atenyi, Hairaka Bunyoro in the diaspora, which is supported by BKDA and Rise Up Community Inclusion. Mukama Alinde, and we'll see you then. Enjoy the song. Bye.
Bye. Love your body. Baby girl, I love your body. You drive me so crazy. Cause baby girl, I love your body. Love your body. Baby girl, I love your body. You drive me so crazy. Cause baby girl, I love your body. You're so fine. I look at you, girl, in your eyes. I watch you smile, baby. It's a blessing.
I've been needing your love and there's no one better. And I can give it to you, girl, here's my confession. And baby girl, I see that body is a blessing, a true blessing. Baby girl, I know you've been watching style and flows. I've been watching how you move. Girl, I wanna let you know that baby, I noticed you need a fly-ass nigga like me. You need a fresh young brother coming straight from the southeast. Love your body, baby girl, I love your body. You drive me so crazy, cause baby girl, I love your body. Love your body, baby girl, I love your body. You drive me so crazy, cause baby girl, I love your body. Thick, fine thighs, bright brown eyes, sugar, you're toxic. I'm feeding for your body, baby. I'm addicted. So can I come over, baby? I get freaky with you. Just a little bit of you. A little controller. I won't play no games with you. I won't play no games with you. Love your body, baby girl, I love your body. How I love you, drive me so crazy. Cause baby girl, I love your body. You're driving me crazy. Love your body, baby girl, I love your body. You drive me so crazy. Cause baby girl, I love your body. I've been watching all the ways you've been moving, baby girl, I've been observing. I've been observing all the ways that you twist and you twirl, you've been improving. Cause that body is loaded and hosted, but you got me shooting. Yeah, you got me shooting. Yeah. Your persuasion got me shaking. Tropical body, baby, you're blessed like Jamaicans. I'm so waved and I'm so faded. You got me feeling for your love and yeah, you got me sailing. Tell them get up out the way, baby. Got these bitches looking mad shady. Girl, that booty looking so crazy. Causing ripples in the waves, baby. Love your body.